Hello my friends, welcome back to this channel. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of ASMR-ish at the beginning. I don't know, I just enjoy the sound of splitting the paper binding and also lighting candles, so I hope that was a little calming for you. If you're that one friend that keeps telling me to make ASMR videos, that was for you. So this painting that I'm doing was made for a friend's 18th birthday. With COVID, I haven't really gotten to see her, and I wanted to do something extra special because she was turning 18, and she's an only child living at home with just her parents. So I made her a painting for when she hopefully goes off to college. And this was kind of a commission, sort of. So looking at it from that lens, I had a time limit. I had about a week and a half to make this, just because of other things that I had to do in my life as well, and I wanted to get it done before her birthday. I also had asked her what colors she was wanting to decorate with in either her room currently or wherever she ends up living for college. So I had a set of colors that I knew she wanted to use and that I wanted to incorporate into the painting. So those are the kind of commission aspects of it. I also wanted to make something really soft and calming for her. Came across a reference image on Pinterest that was similar to this piece that heavily inspired this piece, but I didn't really copy it exactly. And I was like, yeah, that will do. Because I was kind of pressed for time, I didn't have the time to practice skin tones and watercolor, flowers, and all of that I normally would practice before painting something that I knew I only had really one shot at. So I just had to kind of go into this painting. I had to hope that I'd learned enough over the past year of painting with watercolors that this piece would turn out in a way that I liked. I'm not the greatest at painting natural skin tones. A lot of my work has more bright, colorful skin tones. But for this piece, I wanted the hair and the flowers to be the main focus. And also, I find that it's a lot easier to go wrong with very colorful skin tones. So I didn't want to go with something I was comfortable with necessarily, but something that I thought would be a bit easier to do, and it's easier to, reference colors of actual skin. I think I put a little too much blue into this skin, and you'll see me trying to correct that throughout this process. I just keep adding these very light orange and red washes, and then they don't quite work, and then I add a little bit more. So those are some of the things that I wish I had changed. But I wanted to talk today about perfectionism and how to overcome that. I am most definitely a perfectionist. I tend to overthink. I tend to want everything to go perfectly. I'm really judgmental of myself. So I struggle to have one piece be the one shot, and then also to have to give that piece to somebody. I struggled with really wanting this piece to be perfect and to be something that she would enjoy. Like I said, it's not exactly how I wanted, but I am happy with how it turned out. Really, what I have learned is that every piece that you make is a journey, and none of your pieces are going to be perfect. There's going to be some that you like more than others, but no piece is going to be exempt of flaws. Even pieces that I say are my favorites and that I love, and I'm really proud of myself when I paint them, I stick them up on my walls, and then I stare at them for months, and I find all the flaws, and I probably should not do that. I probably should try harder to just enjoy the piece and enjoy the feeling that it brought me when I produced something that I loved. And, you know, every piece has something to tell you and to teach you. What this piece taught me was a lot more about painting skin. I also learned more about the shapes of hair and how maybe I could have planned that out ahead of time. I have a bit of a conundrum because I'm a perfectionist, but I'm also impatient. And so even though I know that if I took the time to actually sketch things out, they would turn out better, I don't have the patience to do that, and I want to explore the shapes organically as they come in the painting, if that makes sense, and just get a feel for what shapes need to be there for the painting to work well and to make sense. So really just, you know, a way to overcome that perfectionist instinct is to realize that your piece is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a masterpiece, but it's going to teach you something. And if you're looking out for what it's going to teach you, then that's when you'll learn and you'll have a good experience with the piece. And, you know, with watercolor, there's really no room for perfectionism because, I mean, you can go in with light washes and slowly build up, but once you get darker, it's really hard to go back. It's not an opaque medium, so if you put a shadow somewhere, you can't undo that shadow necessarily. And you can't practice forever. I have a piece that that's been sitting on my floor since April that I've been too scared to paint because I feel like I don't know enough about it. It's a big piece and it's scary. And I keep telling myself, oh, I just need to practice more. But I dove into that piece this past weekend and it is turning out really well, knock on wood. And, you know, I've just had to learn that you can't practice forever. You can't be scared to paint because not everything is going to be a masterpiece. I've said that, and it's okay because everything has something to teach you, and every piece is going to further your art journey. And if you're looking out for what you can learn, and you're looking out for how you can improve your art and what you love about other people's art, then you'll improve. And nitpicking details won't help you improve. So, yeah, just go with the flow, homie. Enjoy the painting process because we're doing art because we love it and because we enjoy it. So I hope that some of that resonated with you. And I hope that with any art you make this week, you're able to look for the lesson in it and just enjoy the process. All right, friend, that's all I have to say for this week, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.